Check this out, everybody. This is an issue that I have here where I live. Twice a year we get a lot of rain within a couple days, and this was 3 days worth of rain. In my last video, you'll see this pond was bone dry. This is 100% all rainwater. Look how much rain we got. This 4,000 gallon pond, probably 3,500 gallons in here. So what I did, because it's just too wet out in the yard and all, I took this opportunity to clean the water up. So if you notice, all the rocks and everything's really nice and clean. No green, nothing like that. Because what I did was I dumped some chlorine in here. So when things start to dry up some and I'm ready, I will go ahead and drain this back down. So that way I can start tearing it up and repairing it. But in the time being, I figured this would be a good opportunity to clean up the rocks and all that, you know, because it's been there for a few years, growing bacteria and algae and everything else. So the chlorine will help clean them up, so when I go to pull it all out and stack it, it'll be good to go, nice and clean. And also, I didn't want this water to get nasty and grow mosquitoes and all that, so I went ahead and fired up all the pumps again. And we'll just keep it circulating, keep the water nice and clean. And when it dries up outside, I'll and when I'm ready, which is probably still gonna be a little while yet, to drain it down and start working on this pond. But yeah, that's it, man. That's how much rain we get. It's usually twice a year we'll get that much within a day or two. This time it was spread out over 3 days. The first day wasn't that much. The second 2 days we got quite a bit. I really don't know how many in inches, but you know, it had to be a good amount. So yeah, that's what I got to deal with. So when I convert this back to salt water, I think I'm gonna have to do a plan, because I ain't getting no younger, and it takes quite a few trips for me to fill this up with salt water. So I think that 2 times a year, when I get this kind of rain, what I'm gonna do is throughout the year I'm gonna just start stockpiling some salt. Get those 5-gallon buckets of sea salt. That way I'll have salt on hand. I don't have to rush and hurry and go haul water. I can just, you know, get the salt level built back up. Now, based on the last time this was running as salt water, it did not desalinate that much, but enough. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do, is just stockpile salt throughout the year. When I do my water changes and all that, you know, I'll go ahead and pull that from the ocean like normal. But when I get these 2 big rainstorms, you know, I want to be able to have the salt on hand, so I can bring it back real quick without hurting fish and all that. Let's see what it looks like underwater. Well, that's cool. I like this GoPro. You can go underwater. So yep, that's where we're at with the pond right now. And that's what happens twice a year here where I live. We get 2 big rainstorms and it dumps a good amount of rain. And for the past few years we've been getting twice a year we get this kind of rain. Like I said, within 2 days we'll get that amount, and then we don't see rain for a long time again, at least not in that kind of amount. And then also, for the past few years we've been getting some hard freezes. So those are things I have to adapt and adjust for. The freezes I can't do nothing about because it would cost a fortune to heat this pond, and I don't have that kind of money, so that's not happening. So there won't be any tropicals going back in here. Probably just some local fish that I catch out of the bay. Definitely gonna hold bait in here for the fishing ministry that's gonna get going here soon. I've showed you all the boat. Still working on it. It's almost done. So it'd be nice to just come back here in the backyard and have bait readily available. Scoop it up, throw in the live well, and go fishing. So yep, this is one of the things I deal with the completely exposed outdoor pond. When it's freshwater, it's not a big deal. But for saltwater, yeah, you got to make some adjustments. But it's really not that big a deal either. You just have to stay on top of it. All these suds and all are because of the chlorine I put in it. It's killing off all the algae and bacteria and all that. But you can see the walls. They've been painted a couple times. They've been sealed a couple times. It's time to strip this pond down. I believe it's 8 years old, which is not bad considering our ground moves a lot. We have clay soil here, so when it gets wet it moves, when it dries it shrinks and moves, so it's constantly moving. So yeah, I think it's about time to strip it down, patch up cracks, reseal it, fill it up with salt water, and have fun. So yep, just wanted to show y'all some of the things you have to deal with an exposed outdoor pond. All right, love y'all. God bless. Have a beautiful day. Bye.